The other day my friends gave me this mouse which has an infinite scroll wheel, and I hadn't realized just how satisfying it is to just sit there and perfection. The problem is, where do I test this beauty? Well, I instantly thought of no one who created the Every UUID website, which is so amazing. You can scroll practically infinitely if you so desire. But how about I make my own variation of this by making my own infinite scroll website? It would be perfect for people who want to test their infinite scroll mice. So let's get started. First, I clone my GitHub repository that I start new projects with. You can find it on GitHub. It contains simple stuff like TypeScript and Express. I changed the .env.example file to .env and run npm install and start the server with npm run start. Now that everything is set up properly, I can actually start writing some code. The templating library I'll use will be EJS, and we'll start figuring it out from there. Now I have to procedurally generate numbers when the user scrolls. For now let's generate 1000 numbers, and after that with each scroll I'll be adding more so that the user never runs out. We'll be using the scroll event so that every time we scroll downwards, numbers will be added to the bottom. And as you can see, it is quite a success. Let's add backwards scrolling. That means I also have to get in which direction the user is scrolling. While playing around with the backwards scrolling, I realized that the scroll event isn't even fired when I am at the top, so I have to scroll forward and then I'd be able to generate negative numbers. That led me to an even faster event, which was the wheel event. Finding this event was quite game-changing, since it's not only better for our use case, it is also faster than the scroll event. I changed the method to this and now everything works perfectly. Now let's make it pretty. First, I like how in the UUID website there are all the zeros before the actual number. So let's check out the integer limit and add that many zeros before our numbers, and then we'll procedurally replace them with our increasing number. Then let's change the font to Inter and make the background some relaxing color like light blue. And for the WAS style modification, I want to make the zeros, or in other words the numbers that we haven't reached yet, gray. Now that we made it pretty, or at least as pretty as I can make it, I want to add a tab on the right side that shows how fast you're scrolling. I was thinking something along the lines of numbers reviewed per second. I found quite an interesting solution to this problem. It's commented out in my code. You can pause and read it right now. I actually decided to change the font to JetBrains Mono as primary and Roboto Mono as secondary, so the numbers are the same width and height. To be honest, I love it much more than Inter. It feels like it has a personality now. As you can see, it worked out quite well. We have a stats tab where we can see the lines generated per second and the total lines that have been generated so far. That reminds me, I actually bought the infiniscroll.fun domain, so you can visit and play with the website as well. The last major thing is adding sponsor or ad slots. Honestly, I don't even know how to price this, so if you are interested in placing a banner, just message me on X or email me. I then moved the JavaScript to its own file where it belongs. I won't even bother making it TypeScript. I also changed the .ejs file to pure HTML because I don't even need it to be EJS. Keeping it simple is the best thing you can do for your project. I almost forgot to make a logo, and by make a logo I mean visit LogoFast and make it a simple one from an already existing SVG. Because I want people to be able to visit and find the website through search engines, I also had to make it SEO friendly, and by me I mean AI. After that I enlisted it for indexing. And now let's have a look at the finished website in all its glory. It's honestly so simple and I like it just that way. This whole project is open source and its functionality is about 50 lines of code with comments. Let's be honest, it would have been at least 4 times as much if I was making the whole thing with AI. Also, it wouldn't have been optimized. Hope you enjoyed watching. A like and a subscribe would mean the world. If this video gets 1000 likes, I'm scrolling to the integer limit, both front and back.